I'm ready.
Yo, what it is, world? It's your boy Jay Newz, and you are now tuned in to Not Rated Radio on Dash Radio's Dash Discover. And today, we have a very special guest on Zoom chat with us today. It's my pleasure to introduce this very talented artist, the one and only TMG FRE, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, player?
Hey man, what's up, man? I'm doing good.
Man, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for hopping on with the show with us. And it's a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
No doubt, bro. So how we get this started, Fresh, is by letting all of our fans and supporters get a brief summary on who TMG FRE is from the beginning of your career to where you are now.
TMG FRE, man. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from California, born and raised. Live in LA now. Been making music a few years now. Just kind of started like on a whim. I always loved music, and I was like, man, let me try to see if I have any talent at doing this myself. And I just started and just kept working and kept, recording every day and just kept getting better and just kept, pushing forward. And now I'm got 2 songs out, Anybody and Champagne Cry with T Grizzly. And yeah, man, just keep pushing forward, and I got more shit coming.
Okay. So when it started off with making music, did you blow up in your city first, or did it have to hit the internet first for everybody to get like, yo, this is fire?
I think like at first it was kind of like, well, definitely was like in LA for sure. I used to spend a lot of time going into clubs and have DJs spin the record and stuff, and so like I got to a place where a lot of people in the LA, especially in the LA like nightlife scene and shit, knew me. And I think at that point that was actually like really more so than the internet haven't caught on yet. It was there, and then I had went to Miami for a while, spent some time there, so I kind of hit the ground there. And now I think we've kind of figured out a little bit more of the internet stuff, you know what I'm saying, and getting that bigger, broader, base.
Okay. Yeah, I feel the same way because I'm an artist myself too, and I talk to a lot of artists, do a lot of interviews to see that question, to let alone, because a lot of people, be like, I blew up in my city first, or I just strictly just put my music on the internet, and then boom, just like it happened like that. But it's cool to hear your situation, how you came into the game.
And the crazy part about it right now is just because it's like it's only internet right now because everything's, the world still kind of
shut down.
So it's like that's the one thing I wish I could still be doing both. You know what I'm saying? Especially since now I've got that, the internet going more and stuff, radio going. It's like I really wish I could be moving around and touching the ground and touching people, and you know what I'm saying, pushing it that way.
Yeah, this whole COVID, man, it's definitely put us in a weird situation and a fucked up situation because it's fucking up the money at the end of the day, and it's just like we don't know what's to come from this. Right. So, as artists, as news personalities, we just got to keep it flowing and keep it moving. So it's definitely cool that you still out here making moves, still making shit happen, even though we in this circumstances situation.
The crazy thing is, I had my first show. I went down to Orlando and performed a couple of shows out there. That was like maybe 2 weeks before the lockdown started, and I was like super excited for doing. I thought I was gonna be doing a bunch more. I had other things planned. I was supposed to go to Atlanta and Carolina, like a bunch of places and shit. And then the lockdown came, and it just kind of had to change up strategy and just really focus on the online push, and what I'm saying, on just doing what we could,
Okay. So getting back to the music, what would you say inspires you most to create your music?
I feel like I like creating like a soundtrack to my life type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a great way to like express emotions and just what your feelings and what you feel. You know what I'm saying? In different moods and stuff. And it kind of just, I say inspiration kind of comes from there. Like what I'm going through at a moment, you know what I'm saying, when I'm making a song. And just wanted to share that with the world. I feel like a lot of people have, even all people from different backgrounds, we all have a lot of common things that we go through and deal with as people, you know what I'm saying, emotionally and and just things in our lives. So I feel like it's great to be able to speak on my own things that are going on, and people will tell me that they relate to it too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's always a cool thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, no doubt. Now, when it comes to making music, are you more of a zone, or do you have to be in a certain type of zone? If you're going through something, or you had, like you say, relatable music, like your music is about your life, like soundtrack of your life. Does it have to be like maybe quote unquote like a breakup with a female or something? Does that make you go harder, or does like get money, chilling, working hard? Is that like what kind of like is the narrow that really inspires you, or you just all around just get inspiration from anything?
Yeah, I just could get inspiration from anything. And I think a lot of it too is like I don't necessarily have to be going through that specific thing at the time I'm making the song. I could like recall and go back and remember, what I'm saying, different moments and instances, and then touch on those, what I'm saying. So I do a lot of pulling from because I record a lot, so it's like um I be having to go back and think about different, what I'm saying, think about this time or that time, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and those different feelings and stuff to be able to, keep it, in a variety, and I don't want all my music to sound the same or all be talking about the same thing, so
That was my next question, is like, because you don't have a sound that where you sound like you talk about the same thing. Because I got the chance to hear your Champagne Cry with T Grizzly, and that shit's a fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect that record right there. And speaking on that, I want you to talk a little bit more about how that record came about. What was your mindset for that? And yeah, how was the feature? How the feature came back with T Grizzly and all that aspect?
yeah. So that record, like, so the Champagne Cry aspect, like I said, I used to be out in the clubs a lot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So like I oftentimes would like, so like champagne would be like it's a part of the lifestyle, right? And also like just kind of making the flip on that, like, you know, don't cry no real tears, but you know what I'm saying, champagne can cry, and I kind of wanted to make it flip it to kind of I think sometimes people can take kindness for weakness, you know what I'm saying? And I can be a nice guy, you know what I'm saying, but it's not all the way like how sometimes people take it, you know what I'm saying, too far. So that's kind of where I was going when I was saying, like not dealing with a nice guy and you know what I'm saying, I might have to if something has to happen to you, it has to happen to you, you know what I'm saying, if you try to take it too far. But I wanted to kind of keep that in my own type of lane, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I use like the champagne as a metaphor for that, because it was something that was a part of how my lifestyle was and such. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the T Grizzly came about. YK Osiris was over at my house in the studio because we were working on a song together. And then he was like, "Oh, T Grizzly's in town. He wanted to stop by. Is that cool?" So then he came, and then me and T like just connected right away. Like we like kind of like I don't know, like we kind of like we come from different walks of life in different cities, but like
Yeah.
it feel like I don't know, for some reason like Detroit always kind of feel like it feel kind of like the Bay in certain ways, like
I've heard that. Yeah.
so like we just always kind of connected right away, and we actually have a couple songs together. So we got some more coming together, and it just he just went crazy on it. He
I just connected that night, and then y'all just was like, boom, like this bro right here. Let's get this work in.
yeah we ended up doing 2 songs that night. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Now, talk a little bit more about what's coming in more for store for you. Like, what can the people expect next?
Yeah, I got a song. I got a song with Jeremiah. That's gonna be the next song we put out. And then and that song is called Top Down.
Okay.
It's like a real cool like vibe, feel good song. And then following that, I got a whole tape. I got an 8-song project called Margella Language. That's gonna be shortly after that. Yeah, I'm excited to put out that full body of work so people can really get a chance to really dive in more.
Understanding. Now, do you have any set dates for anything, or is everything still like you just playing it by ear right
A
now?
little bit like I have like general ideas. Like I think it's probably gonna be like a second half of October that the Top Down with Jeremiah come out. And then I think the project probably like my month to start to that. I'm not sure exactly, but
Okay.
yeah. Somewhat depends on we got to shoot the video first, so we're planning that right now. So yeah, when we do that, and then some of that I kind of let my management kind of handle some of those the details of the dates. Otherwise, I get too anxious and
Yeah.
patient.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, when you get the information and more, more about it, let us know. We'll be happy to play it over here at Dash. Especially single your project when you got the project come back on. We can do a little release party project up for you over here at Dash. Yeah, so just let us know, bro. But before we get out of here, though, I have one last question to ask you. Is what is your suggestion for all the newcomers that's coming up in the game?
Make good music. I, I think it's like I was going along, like when I was first going, I was making music. It wasn't really there yet. You know what I'm saying? And so it didn't catch on like that, and just kept going and kept getting better, making better music. And then when I started making better music, then that's when things started happening. So I think it's just like staying focused and staying dedicated to the craft, and just really developing and giving yourself the time to become great at something. Like they say it takes 10,000 hours to become a master and stuff. So it's like you got to put your hours in.
And I like that you say put your hours in and really working on your craft, because I feel like today with the music that's going on, it just feels like a lot of artists are just popping off fast. You know what I'm saying? And it may seem like that, it may be like that, or it may not be like that. But it's just like I feel like a lot of the newcomers are seeing that, and they're just like, man, whatever. I'm just going to just get in and get out, get my hustle on, and get off. So I just think like that's cool that you said putting in the real grind.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like it's like it's so easy from the outside for something to look like it happened like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure in reality, most of the situations, there was probably a lot of grinding that went behind it for a long time before it got to that point. And then even I also say too, even if there are people that it just happens super fast for, it's like that's cool, but doesn't mean you should like shoot at the anomaly in it. You know what I'm saying? Like the more sure path is putting in the time, putting in the work, right? So it's like, and then within that, if something pop off immediately, that's great, right? But like, you know what I'm saying, not shortchange yourself by only hoping for that quick come up. You know what I'm saying? Like put in the time and do what's that consistency and do it.
Right. No doubt, man. Well, man, it's been a pleasure, Fresh, man. Before we get up out of here, I want you to give the fans and supporters one more time where they can follow you, get your music from, and just get more in tune with what you got going on next.
For sure. It's at TMG Fresh across all social media, and yeah, you can check my music out anywhere. Videos on YouTube, songs on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, all the DSPs, and yeah. So you can just check me out and follow the journey, and we're gonna keep rocking.
After this interview, too, we're actually gonna play the Champagne Cry featuring T Grizzly. So yeah, make sure y'all check out my man's. And thank you again for hopping on the show. It's been a pleasure chopping up with you, and I wish you all the best success got coming in your career. And stay safe out here, man, because it's crazy, my nigga.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, what's up? It's TMG Fresh. You tuned into Dash Radio, Not Ready Radio. The host, Jay Newz. Let's go.
Not ready.